You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
OnSunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. You holding that page across the...
You want me to hold,
hold it over here?
Okay, all right. Okay, here's the thing.
Here?
These fine glasses I'm wearing.
Yeah?
Yeah, well, remember Shopko stores?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I got these there, I don't know, 20 years ago for $12.95.
Oh, nice.
So now I have to hold things.
Do you want to try mine?
Just a little bit.
I don't.
It's Monday, man. Don't hassle me.
I'm sorry. I'm just glad you're here.
I was struggled to get here. Now I got to get through this.
All right. What do we got today?
It was happy birthday to Frank Lloyd Wright. Could he build a house or what?
Yeah.
And, man, we miss him. Just passed recently, actually. Comedian actor Jerry Stiller.
Oh, he was such a funny guy.
Birthday this day. What a career. What a nifty guy. And one of my close personal friends, he called me just the other night, seeing if I had any ideas for a celebration. I said, I do not. You are on your own. Kanye West is 42.
Nice.
And let's see what else is going on. It was this day in 1869. Mr. Ives W. McAfee of Chicago patents the first vacuum cleaner.
Oh, wow.
Actually calling it the sweeping machine.
I did know that.
Yep, there you go.
It was.
Let's see what else is going on. I love this story out of the world of sports. When ball players way back in the day, they were out all night. Maybe they'd get into the game, maybe not. They didn't care. It was this day in 1920. The Reds' Eddie Roush falls asleep in center field during a really long argument in the infield between umpire and management. Play finally resumes, and Reds' teammate Heine Aaron goes out to wake Ed up. But Eddie gets ejected for delay of game.
Oh. I like that it made both of us sad.
This was Major League Baseball. I love that so much. You picture myself in the stands going, Roush is like sleeping out there.
Yeah, sleeping over there.
Fantastic.
I've seen people fall asleep in the stands, but never on the field.
Nope, there he was.
And all of my sporting events.
Yeah, and baseball finally supposed to be cracking. Finally, Major League's first week in July. So
nice.
Looking forward to that.
So excited to have things back. It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris.
If you have a credit card, we'd like to help you make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if we can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. If you don't have a credit card right now, you can check us out too at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I love to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Los Balls. How's my favorite couple in the whole darn world? You're looking good there, Ronnie. Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
You are the reason I get off my cot in the morning and shake these old bones over here. I'll tell you what, I got to say, if you were a tropical fruit, you'd be a fine apple. Oh, this just never gets old. Hey, let's jump into the old mailbag. Here we get correspondence all the time. Unfortunately, we don't have time for all of it.
You got a lot of mail over there. What is that?
My interest? Well, I'm a popular man there, Johnny. And I'll tell you what, just going to let me forge ahead here, Jim. Let's get her done. Dear Ranger Dan. Love, 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 love your show. Your knowledge of critters is truly amazing.
I agree.
Absolutely love your official Ranger Dan merchandise as well. In fact, just stocked up on another load of Ranger Dan s'mores in a can.
Oh, nice.
Complete with a dozen boxes of Billy Graham's. The cracker's so good, there's a taste of heaven in every bite. Anyway, what I'm writing about is this. I was listening to your show last Friday, as usual, and you were talking about beavers. And you mentioned that beavers apparently secrete some kind of goo from, some kind of sack under their tail there that's used in vanilla flavoring.
Yeah.
Well, I know everything you say, Ranger Dan, is 100% true and legit, but that sounded a bit far-fetched to me. Maybe I just heard you wrong. Anyway, again, really, really, really love the show. You're a darn national treasure, Ranger Dan. Signed, your biggest fan, Lawrence Lindquist.
Nice. Very nice.
Well, Lawrence, can I call you Larry? Here's a recap in case you missed it last Friday. It is totally legit. There is some kind of little sackage under the male beaver's tail that secretes some kind of goo that has a consistency of molasses, and it smells like kind of musky vanilla, and that is used in vanilla flavoring. It is USD approved, and it's been going on for years. That's absolute truth.
Yeah.
So thanks for writing, Lenny, but that's the deal, and here's a little side note on that. Ranger Dan Enterprises is pleased to announce the release of Ranger Dan's Beaver Squeezins Vanilla-Flavored Coffee Creamer.
Oh, nice.
The best coffee creamer by a damn sight. Get it?
I see what you
See what we did there? Now, every 32-ounce jug contains 100% genuine vanilla beaver squeezins, a frightening load of chemicals, fillers, and artificial flavoring.
100% fillers.
Just $9.95 a jug, or a special introductory offer: buy two for just $24.90. Always look for the hastily pasted Ranger Dan label, almost covering the Nestle's Coffee Mate logo. Ranger Dan's Beaver Squeezins Vanilla Flavored Coffee Creamer. Mornings just got a whole lot beevier. That's all the time we have, little Radio Rangers. Do keep in mind, what doesn't kill you generally makes you stronger, except for bears and murder hornets. Those will kill you every darn time. This is Ranger Dan out. Say it with me. Yes, sir.
Each month you have these things called bills. They have to be paid. It's part of being an adult, not the fun part, but it's important. So if you can find a way to cut some of these expenses, it makes that bill day a little better. At InsuranceChicken.com, we'd like to help. Our site allows you to see what several different companies have to offer, all in one place. Check out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time right now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris. Good day, sir. What do we have in the news today?
Let's see. It just kind of bums me out. Things just get loaded with cancellations because of this whole Rona thing, Rona thing going on. Dayline, Hot Springs, South Dakota, compliments of Kota TV.
Yeah.
Well, the Miss America organization announced that the 2020 Miss America competition, previously scheduled for December, bang, out of here, postponed till next year.
So does the current reigning Miss America
continue? Now, as a result of the announcement, the South Dakota Scholarship Foundation Board has voted to also postpone the Miss South Dakota and Miss South Dakota's Outstanding Teen competition until the spring of 2021. Now, your question is the
reigning,
yes, okay,
the crowned queen or princess. What is it again? No, that's not it. Miss America. Does she continue to be Miss America? For like a second reign?
That is an excellent question.
That's a very good question.
Second reign, that'd be.
Or do they just not have one for a while?
That's a heck of a
or
bonus.
does she get to just name somebody? Like, this lady gets to be now.
That's a great question. I wonder what they will do.
Just hand it to somebody.
So, I mean, if they didn't
They'll
have
just
the
give it to
competition,
Oprah.
There's not like there's a new person taking her place.
It's real hubbubber. Yeah, I would guess that just stands. I mean, because they schedule various things and whatnot, or may just fall by.
Do all the important things she does. If she's not doing it, somebody's got to do it.
By the wayside. I don't.
What are you laughing about?
My biggest deal is probably this. It was. You two were just toddlers chasing around somewhere in a daycare unsupervised.
Probably.
When I got a call, they had booked Miss South Dakota on my show, and that was. Help me out here. You know, you love married Chantel Krebs.
Chantel.
Krebs was not her name back then because she was Miss South Dakota. Anyway, she hits the studio and she's in a little gown, got her sash and a little crown and stuff like that. And I'm staring at her going, I'm not quite sure what to do with this.
What are we supposed to do? What's next?
So I asked, I said, so what was your talent, Chantel? And she goes, well, I played saxophone. Well, I'm a musician. You know, I looked at her, I said, no, you don't. Didn't make any sense. She goes, no, I do. I play the saxophone. I said, no. Well, it's in my car. Great, go get it. And she did and brought
Prove it, lady.
And just blew the roof off the place.
She's good, man.
She was really good.
Awesome.
She was in the DNR band.
Yeah, and then, of course, in 2019, when I entered the Miss Battle of Pleasant Hill beauty pageant.
Oh, that's right. I remember this.
And was denied.
They did not let you in. Heidi, we're not even kidding. Heidi photoshopped some photos of Dan and submitted them.
Completely botched the interview portion of that contest.
I forgot all about that.
Is what happened, yeah.
One of the most ridiculous things we've ever done on a long list of ridiculous things.
Well, this one is interesting because you actually compete. There's a segment of that show you compete in Civil War costumes. Mm-hmm. And I looked pretty good.
You were the belle of the ball.
I looked pretty good.
It was nice.
Then, I failed the physical, so what do you got to do?
Well,
yeah, these particular people weren't woke.
Yes. Well, thank you for coming in, sir. We're gonna be chatting here in just a bit about a thing that we do each day now called the Bright Spot of News, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom in Sioux Falls. And our Bright Spot of News today is about the 4th of July fireworks that are coming up on the 4th of July. We'll talk
This is huge.
all about that in just a bit. 2020 has become quite an interesting year.
Many people have been cooped up for way too long.
We're excited to join hundreds of friends for a fun time in Cancun this October.
Hear awesome music from Belinda Carlisle, Cheap Trick, Billy Idol, and many more.
The seance is at the end of October, and we are ready for a vacation. I hope you will join us.
We've been to this event for many years, and it is so much fun.
Get more information and reserve your spot at radiotravelgroup.com.
That's radiotravelgroup.com.
And it's time right now for our Bright Spot of News, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. The Bright Spot of News today is a really fun event that's coming up on the 4th of July. I would love to invite you to like the page. You can click on our Facebook page. Just find the link at SiouxFallsFireworks.org. And when you get there, it's going to take you right directly to our Facebook page. And then there's an event set up. And if you plan on going, you could even just click on there that you plan on going, or if you're interested, say you're interested. But here's what's happening. On the 4th of July in the past, the Sioux Falls JCs have put on an event at the fairgrounds, the WH Line Fairgrounds. We got involved, Sunny Radio did, about 6 years ago, and we've been absolutely blessed to be a part of it each and every year. We have the fireworks music playing on the radio each year, and I've been honored to be the MC for that event at the fairgrounds for several years now. And we were really sad to hear that the event was going to be canceled this year because of the COVID-19 epidemic, and they were concerned having a bunch of people squeezed into the grandstand during this time might be a bad idea. So the fireworks were going to be canceled. So we found out about this a little over a month ago and went to work to save at least the fireworks portion. So the actual event at the fairgrounds will not happen, but the fireworks show must go on. So I reached out to find some sponsors to be a part of this because it's several $1,000s. And I can tell you, when I first mentioned that this is something I was wanting to do, my beautiful bride Heidi was none too thrilled because she's saying, hey, we can't afford that. So thank you to the sponsors who've come on board already, and we have several others who've already reached out, and we're trying to get everything put together to be able to put on a bigger and better show than we've had in a long, long time. And again, the ground event, all the things that happen, at the fairgrounds, that part is still canceled. Hopefully that'll come back in future years, but at least this year we got to put on a big show in the sky, right? So we couldn't do that without our sponsors. And I want to say thank you. Market Beat, you hear on this program, we do a Market Beat Minute, same people. They stepped up in a big way. So our platinum sponsor is MarketBeat.com. They're based here in Sioux Falls. It's an amazing organization. So huge thank you to Matt and Will and the whole team at MarketBeat. Also, I want to say thank you to Notaboom RV. They actually reached out to us and said, hey, how can we help? We love the fact that you guys are doing this. What can we do? Also want to say a big thank you to Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort, and we're going to circle back to them here in just a minute. Also, a huge thank you to the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. They've been a part of this many, many years. I think just as long as we have. A new sponsor this year, Car Swap. Again, thank you to Kevin Tupi and the crew at Car Swap. And our nonprofit that we're working with this year is Big Paws Canine. You hear about them here on Sunny Radio, and they do some amazing things in the Sioux Falls community and in the whole region, really, to help veterans and first responders who've been wounded in the line of duty to get a service animal. And they've got some of the most amazing, smartest dogs you'll ever meet in your entire life. Gail and the crew over there do amazing things. And we're so fortunate to get a chance to work with them. And if you would like to contribute, if you're saying, how can we be a part of this? We want to make sure the fireworks go on. We're going to have a link on our Facebook page later this week where you'll be able to go and make a contribution. And I want you to know, when you make that contribution, it's going directly to Big Paws Canine, because that's the nonprofit that we're working with. And we're going to make sure the fireworks are covered first. Then anything left over is going to go to Big Paws, which is such an awesome, amazing organization. And again, all of the details on that are in the works right now. But please like the page on Facebook. And that way, as soon as that's all done, you'll be able to just do it. And again, it's facebook.com/Sioux Falls Fireworks. Now, I wanted to go back to Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. They've been a part of this for many years. And they're actually the reason we're involved. They reached out to us several years ago and said, hey, could you come join us with this fun event? And I want to remind you, they have their 9th anniversary going on right now. And their fireworks that were going to happen on Saturday, it was too windy. So they're coming up this Saturday. So we're talking about the Sioux Falls fireworks right now, and they're a sponsor of our event. Well, they've got their own event coming up this Saturday, and I hope you'll join us at Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort on Saturday night. If you can't make it Saturday, come out a different day, and when you get in there, go to the resort club. You can give them $10, and it goes directly to the fireworks that we're going to be having here in Sioux Falls on the 4th of July. And they'll give you $10 to go and play and hopefully win even more. All of the details can be found if you stop by and see them at the Resort Club at Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort. Again, a huge thank you to all of our sponsors for making the Sioux Falls fireworks happen once again. All of the details at SiouxFallsFireworks.org. And that is our bright spot of news for today, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine and Sioux Falls.
Small businesses are the heart of our community. As things get back to normal, I hope you'll go out of your way to do business with locally owned businesses in your area. We've been so pleased with the response of our gift card challenge that we're gonna keep this going. If you can, buy an extra gift card. You can use it yourself or give it to someone who needs a little help right now. When you buy a gift card, remember to post a photo on social media with hashtag giftcardchallenge. Learn more at giftcardchallenge.org.
And it's time right now for a little thing we like to call Entertainment News of the Day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Oh, give me some elbow room here. Oh, celebrities are fabulous. I can't get enough of their endless virtue signaling. Doesn't grind on me at all.
Really?
Let's do this. Let's have a little fun. We've done this a couple times over the past year and a half or so. Who are these people really? Some of your favorite stars. But what are their names really? What's on that birth certificate? Really?
Do I get to guess these?
You do. You both do. And there's a lot of money up for grabs here. Are you ready? Heidi, you ready?
Oh, gosh,
John, you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
First up, right out of the chute. Who, in fact, is Steveland Judkins?
Steveland Judkins would be...
Time. I just called to say I love you.
Lionel Richie?
I just know that's Stevie Wonder.
Oh, Stevie Wonder.
Lionel Richie.
I don't know why I was thinking.
Well, you just own a radio station. I can see where you'd blow that.
Plays 80s music.
She's not familiar with that song.
This might be a little simpler one. Elizabeth Stampatina Fay.
Oh.
Tina Fey.
Tina Fey.
There you go. Paul David Hewson.
Oh, I don't know.
David. Paul Rudd.
He is the lead singer of U2, ladies and gentlemen. Bono.
Oh.
Really?
Paul David Hewson. Yep. Who is Mark Sinclair?
Oh, I know this one, and I can't think of it.
Marky Mark.
Nope.
No.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel.
His real name is not Vin Diesel?
No. Although that's a pretty swell name.
It is a swell name.
How about Natalie Hirschlag?
Good Lord.
Natalie Portman.
Good one, John.
Did I get one right?
You did. That is exactly right. Natalie Hirschlag is Natalie Portman.
That's the only Natalie I could think of.
Vera Chakalovic. Cullingham.
Verwang.
Cullingham. You would think so, wouldn't you?
I apparently did. I said that.
Mindy Kaling.
Oh, really?
Truly.
Oh.
I know,
cool.
right?
Okay.
Vera Wang, by the way, before she became like a famous designer and stuff like that, she was a professional figure skater.
Really?
Olympic grade. Truly. Yeah.
That's
great
I thought you were going down some path to...
Mm.
Dan likes to pull my chain here. So I thought for sure that's what that was going to be.
John Roger Stevens.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He's on every week on The Voice. He's a judge. John Legend.
Oh, yeah.
Peter Gene Hernandez.
I'm going to go with... I have no idea.
World famous pop singer Bruno Mars.
Oh, really?
Peter Gene Hernandez.
That's cool.
All right, we only got 2 left. This might be an easy one because you've been around for a while. Karen Elaine Johnson.
Ooh. I'm going to say Elvira.
Heidi, anything?
No.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, yeah. You know what? I did know that.
Wow.
And finally, and again, been around a long time. You know him, you love him. Terry Bollea.
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's absolutely right.
Thank you.
Yeah.
On
there
a
you
So you
go.
were saying there was some money that I win here?
have to say that I am not at all surprised that Whoopi is a Karen.
Really? Oh, yeah. and I believe Elvira is Cassandra Peterson, now that I think of it.
She's not on my list, so I don't care, John.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, this is how this works, John.
I'm just saying, because somebody out there is going to send me a message.
Nope.
Didn't mean to start a thing here.
That's it. I hope we all learned something.
We did.
We did.
We learned
I
that
won't
Dan just
remember
don't
it,
care.
but
Fantastic.
We know.
All right. Hey, Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
I just called to say I love you. Lionel Richie? Wait a minute. What?
It was Elvis Costello. You know that.
And again, Heidi does the music
She
on
does.
this station.
I don't know. That's funny. All right. Well, Dan, thanks for coming in, man.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, guys.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you this month by Sioux Falls Fireworks.org.
If you have a credit card, we'd like to help you make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if we can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. If you don't have a credit card right now, you can check us out too at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, June 8th. Investors betting on a strong recovery were rewarded on Friday with much stronger than expected non-farm payroll report. The best guess economists could give was for the pace of job losses to slow. The question in the mind of the market was how much. Based on the data released earlier in the week, the signs were pointing in the direction of not much, so the expectations were muted. But the actual figures blew the estimates out of the water. Instead of another decline, jobs posted the single largest month of gains on record. The news is a sure sign the economy is getting back on its feet. But will investors still need to be cautious? The NFP report is the result of 2 estimates that will each be revised twice in the coming months. Why cautious? It's not the headline NFP figure that counts. It's the revisions and overall trend that right now job losses outpace gains by more than 25 million. You can get the inside track in your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.